It's quite a challenge here for advisors to explain to their clients, how their money is helping to achieve a real positive change. And I'm not going to say that, we can do that perfectly, but there are ways where you can definitely bring that information across. I mean, the first thing first, I would say, is to look at, some case studies, look at some of the companies you're looking at, and then explaining how those companies, whether through their product and services or through the way they're being managed, how they're helping to drive that change. Case studies would be a first one. The second one, obviously, to look at it is kind of trying to aggregate that data a bit. Look at, your portfolio overall, your investments overall, and you can start gathering some interesting data, especially actually focus on the product and services. You can explain to a client how the product or services of the companies invest in, what kind of change they are helping to achieve, and I think that could be quite an interesting way to bring that conversation across to clients. And I think there is another point actually that we touched on today at the conference, which is a really important one, which I think is not talked enough about by advisors with their clients, is engagement. One of the biggest impact you can make as an investor is by engaging. So there's two ways of engaging, obviously, is the votings as well as the engagement. So another way, I guess, to explain the real change you're making is, again, through case studies on the specific topics, and probably more overall what as a firm you've helped achieve. Working with a number of asset managers, I can tell you that we're sometimes a bit surprised, if not disappointed, about some of the practices we see in the industry, but there are some really good company and really good asset managers that are really worth speaking with if you haven't already. What I would suggest, the first port of call maybe, is to look at, we had Catherine Howard this morning speaking from Share Action, and they publish every year a report called Voting Matters. I think it's a fantastic way to look at whether or not asset managers are using their proxy voting and supporting some climate or social related resolutions at AGMs. So look at there and you might see some surprises, and if the outcome you're seeing on this is not what you're expecting, engage with your asset managers. That would be a first way. I guess a second way is the fund manager, the investment manager, the GFM you're working with, are they actually providing you any sustainability reporting? Some are not, and I think that's going to be quite a failing under consumer duty. So ensuring that the people you work with are providing you with the right information so that you can make your own assessment, your own opinion on whether they're walking the talk, I think is actually going to be paramount.